Good evening and welcome to another exciting edition of Big Soccer program where we analyze and look at the state of Nigeria. Our course is to make sure we have a country that we are all proud of, and we can look at this country and say truly we have built a country that is built on principle, on love, on unity. That's the dream for Nigeria. My name is Ubong Osoro, and tonight on the show we are going to be accessing opposition movements and the ADC as it has to do with Adamawa State. What is happening in the ADC in Adamawa State? We have somebody who will be joining us to help us make sense of this discussion. I hope that at the end, like we always say, we are better able to make informed decision. We are better able to make decisions that will push Nigeria forward. For us, it's all about Nigeria and how Nigeria can move to be that country where we are all proud of. Of course, we are proud of Nigeria today, but things getting better. Citizens getting the required benefits of electing people into offices. Of course, that will actually be better for us. Let's go for a short break, and when we're back, we'll get straight into the program. What is happening in the ADC as regards Adamawa State, as we have somebody that will be helping us make this analysis. Alright, so joining us tonight to help make sense about the discussion, what is happening with the ADC as regards Adamawa State, the state of opposition politics in Nigeria, is a young person who is leading a movement, the Modibo movement, and is also an ADC member in Adamawa, talking about Mr. Umar, who has joined us tonight. A very good evening to you, Mr. Umar. I'm fine. How's Adamawa tonight? Alright, so let's talk about the performance of your party during the by-elections. What happened during the by-elections? Can you help walk us through the analysis of what happened with your party and generally the by-election, just concluded by-election in Adamawa State?
Okay, recently concluded election has once again brought to light presidential challenges facing Nigerian democratic process. Presently, the ruling party, All Progressive Congress, has implicated in widespread malpractice. You know, political party ADC is Nabor Jakia, as we said in Hausa language. We did not enter elections due to some crises that occur within internal party for the state. That's the reason we did not enter this election that had occurred in last Saturday in Ganye local government area. But if you can see in social media, last time during that election, a lot of things have occurred. Like what? Practice, like something, let me use that word, challenges ruling party on progressive Congress that occur. If you see social media, it has gone viral due to some reasons. I will not call a name, but at the moment, I think you are following some pages. You will see their actions that occur, and the percentage is that it's not more than as expected. All PDP, People Democratic Party, have gotten some votes, but all Progressive Congress have won the election due to their actions for the elections.
All right, so if you can hear me, like you said, the All Progressive Congress, did your party, the ADC, the question in the minds of Nigerians will be, did your party do well in the just concluded by-elections?
It's not matter of doing well. You know, at the
No,
moment,
doing well. It has. You say it's not a matter of doing well.
it's a matter of doing well. If you can see, it has gone viral in social media. It has gone viral due to election cry. They have even brought this thing, let me say, Vivas or something related to that. If you can watch it, yeah, the video has gone viral. That shows that it's not free and fair election there.
All right, yeah, go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Like I said, they have not done well. At the moment, you have power. You see this Nigeria, at the moment, you have power, a ruling party that you have power. You can use all your efforts to see that you have succeeded in this in election. That's how they use their own power and get their votes. Even though they use power, but their interval is somehow it's not more than 100 votes. I think if I am not missing.
All right, so are you trying to tell us that the APC, the All Progressive Ruling Congress, that they rigged the election, that they harassed people during the election? Is that what you are telling us tonight? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, Uma, can you hear me? I said, are you saying, because from your statement you said the All Progressive Congress, the ruling party, did allow people to vote your party. Are you saying the ruling party rigged the election? Is that what you are saying tonight on the show?
Almost they have rigged the election. Why did I say so? If you see the videos that is running about on social media, you will see, you will be convinced by what I have just said. You will be convinced.
Okay, I'll be convinced that your party, people who wanted to vote your party were not allowed to vote. Is that what you are saying?
No, it's not matter they did not allow us to vote. We actually, ADC, we did not enter the election myself. We did not enter the election due to what? Crisis for leadership in Adamawa State for that party. But Alhamdulillah, at this moment, everything has solved and we have got our own direction. And what?
Yeah, go ahead, speak to us, we are listening.
Yes, of course. This ADC, Action Democratic Congress, did not enter the election. Like I said before, due to crisis, due to this thing, party crisis that occurred between Honorable Johanna and Arabi, Mr. Arabi, at that moment. But Alhamdulillah, we have solved the issue and everything within ending of this month. Our leader, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, even right, is in Adamawa State. On Wednesday, he entered Adamawa State, and by God means, ending of this month or next month, we are going to open up our all secretariat.
All right. So before we talk about yes, let's stay on the topic. Before we talk about what your party is doing and how you are going to do it, the question is: do you have people who want to be part of your party, what are the programs? What programs are you selling to Nigerians that you are different? Like you mentioned the ruling party. What makes you different from the ruling party?
We have a lot of problems. We have a lot of difference within the ruling party and the others. We are exceptional. Let me use this word, exceptional, because of what I said. We have a lot of capable people that have Nigeria in their mind, and they can protect us, we Nigerians, we poor people. They can give us security. They can protect us from economic diversity or something related to that. We have a lot of people that are going to be in that party by God, most especially those our youth in Nigeria. They have convinced that our party is the
all right. Before we talk about being convinced or not being convinced, I like that you stay with me. As a young person who is leading a movement that many people believe in, and a lot of people are accepting that leadership, that talks about selfish interests, that a lot of the people who are in the ADC today, your party, were in the APC. For instance, we have somebody like the former Minister of Transportation who was in the APC. At a point, he was minister for 8 years. We have somebody like Malam Nasir El-Rufai, former governor of Kaduna State, who was a member of the ADC. And people say that it seems people in your party are leaving to join your party because they don't like maybe the face of Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, or because they're fallen out of favor with the current president. I like that you speak to that.
The matter is, many of Nigerians did not understand who is Mr. Rotimi Amechi and Mr.
El-Rufai.
They don't know who they are. They are such kind of people that if they see that a Nigerian can fall into a victim or can fall into someone's hands that cannot take care of them, they can try their best to see that they take them out. They have such kind of in their mind. Malam Nasir El-Rufai has tried his best to see that he convinced Mr. President on a lot of things, but due to internal crisis for their own party, he take himself out of that party. You understand what I mean? That shows that there is no any harmful or something related.
No. Let's still stay on Malam Nasir El-Rufai before I allow you move. You said because he tried to convince Mr. President, but it was the same person that went to the screen as a minister in this present government. Although the Senate said security reports came up and all of that. So if he was elected as a minister, do you think that Malam Nasir El-Rufai will be a member of your party today?
He will be, but
you would have left the APC as a minister if he was eventually given that role as a minister. Malam Nasir El-Rufai, according to what you are saying, would have left the APC and joined the ADC.
Let me tell you something. Malam El-Rufai, he did not stay in that party due to some reason, or he liked any position or something related to that. He do all what he have done in that time with one mind. What I mean with one mind, he thinks that maybe Mr. President, he has a lot of things to do. If you can remember, a lot of people are telling us in Nigeria that Mr. President has nothing to do. He has no any concrete thing that he will do to Nigeria. At that moment, myself, he thinks that maybe at that moment he can convince Mr. President for that. At the moment he saw that they are in different positions, then he left the party. There's no anything to do with that party. That's why he come and join us together and move together with the youth of Nigeria.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Like I said, Malam Nasir El-Rufai is one of the best politicians in Nigeria as you.
All right, you
One
can
of the
say that because he's a member of your party. Of course, anybody who's in your party now is the best politician in the world. But let's talk about yeah. According to your analysis, Uma, it's according to your analysis. So people who get into the ADC at the moment are the best politicians in the world. That's okay. That's fine. That's you talking about your party. But let's talk about the admission process for people coming into your party. We see the ADC as a party of people from all parties. We have people from the APC, like Malam Nasri El-Rufai have just mentioned, people from the PDP, like former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, different political ideology coming to your party. There are people from SDP, from everywhere. So, does your party, is the ADC really, does the party have an ideology? Is it not just a party that is accepting people from everywhere?
course, it's a party that is accepted and will accept again. We have a lot of people that are coming. Let me tell you something. I promise you, before 2027 election, you will see a lot of people are coming into this party because of her integrity, because of her capability. He can do a lot of this party. I'm telling you. So let me tell you something. We have different people, different party members that are in this ADC, and they have different knowledge, different ideology. They can give their best to see that we have progress in this party. By God means, I'm telling you the fact.
All right, so like you mentioned, I will want to interrogate those statements and stay with you because you said we have ideologies, we have different people that we've seen and are coming to the party, and it doesn't really sound convincing if you ask me because people can go into any party. Like you said, people are coming. On what basis are people joining the ADC? For you, for instance, which party were you a member of before you joined the ADC, and why did you leave the party you were a member of to join the ADC?
Of course, I am former member of People Democratic Party,
Yeah.
PDP, and I joined PDP because of the internal crisis, internal crisis that occur in APC, in PDP. PDP, it has no any, it has internal crisis up till now. If you can see, even yesterday or day before yesterday, I have seen a newspaper for a weekend that he said he did not convince about this convention that will occur within next week. You see, up till now, like weekend is ruling PDP or something related to that. That's why we left their party. They were not convinced. For that, we tell them, how can we get in PDP? He can collect a position in FPC. He can walk to FPC. This is impossible. Why can't they take an action on that issue? They refuse. And we have a lot of serious issues in that party. That's why we left them. We see that this party will never get anything for the next election. They are not ready for the opposition. They are not ready for collecting power in 2027 election. We must to form another party. We must to get new people with a lot of ideology in that party. That's why we left the party.
All right, so I'm staying with the issues that you just raised. That Nyesom Wike is the reason you left the PDP. Is it fair to him? Because we have, of course, it's on public domain. The minister of the FCT wrote to the ward level. He wrote to the ward level. He wrote to the zonal level. He wrote to the state level of the PDP, your former party, and they all granted him permission to serve in the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So he didn't just go on his own. He wrote to the party, and your party granted him position at the time, the PDP. And today you are saying, how can he be in the PDP and he's serving in an APC government? But in assuming, even without conceding to that particular argument, we have people today who are supporting the coalition as it is. We saw Peter Obi, who is still a member of the Labour Party, at least at the last count. We have Malam Nasri El-Rufai, who has not officially joined the ADC, but campaigns for the ADC. So is it morally right to stay on that argument that you made?
Like I said before, it's not matter of we left PDP. It's not matter of Wike. I just give you an example of Wike. It's not matter of Wike. Internal crisis that is occurring.
Who caused the internal crisis in the PDP? Those are the questions Nigerians are asking, because we were here during the convention. We saw all of the things that played out. So is it fair to him that people are, somebody like you is now accusing Nyesom Wike of being the reason or the one of the problems in the PDP?
You know that Wike has opened up during 2023 election, has said that he will not work for Atiku, he will not work for PDP, he will work for APC. Haven't you, did you forget for that? Eh? So you see, we have people in the party. How can we succeed in an election that will come? How can we? A lot of people, a lot of with a position in the party, and they are working to another party. How comes? How can we agree with such kind of things? We must to form another party. We must to have a trustworthy people that can stay in the party, even if they did not get any position, even if they contest for primary election and did not get anything, they will work for it and they will be in it, and no matter how. That's why. If you can understand my words, that's why.
Yeah.
We say we for that reason.
All right, so there are also questions about your new party, because let me stay with your new party now. That is your new party really a party for all Nigerians? Because now we have former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and the rest of the big wings who are already in your party. How accessible is your party for the common man? Will it not still be bought over by the same old politicians that have been part of the system that you are criticizing today?
You said I did not understand your question.
I say, what makes your party different from the other political parties? Because the same politicians who were in the other political parties are now members of your party.
Yes, the thing that make our party different is that we have a lot of people that know politics since before we were born, since 1960 or before that. We have a lot of people that have knowledge for a politics, that have knowledge for leadership. They can do their best to see that they bring out Nigerians into this terrible condition that they are. By God means, I know that we have confidence on them, like Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Waziri Adama, like former SDP Asper and Peter Obi and the rest. We have a lot of people that have ideas, that have leadership structure, that have a lot of things to give their support in that part.
All right, so it still brings us to the question that I asked, that are the same people that were in the other parties, and Nigerians complained about them. A lot of Nigerians complained about the PDP. In fact, in 2015, some people say there was a revolution against the PDP, 16 years in power. And we had the APC. And if the APC loses election, people will also say Nigerians rose against the APC. But we have all of these same people coming into your party. I asked the question, do we have a system that sieves the kind of people that comes into the ADC? Is there a system, or is it just an all-comers affair?
There is a system. And by God means, before the time you will know the system, and everything will be given out to the people and to convince them about that part.
All right, so in what way are you trying to convince young people, as yourself, you lead a movement and people believe in you and all of that? How are you convincing young people that your party is the party to follow? What are you saying to them?
I'm going to tell the Nigerians that our party is the best party because we have a lot of knowledgeable people. We have a lot of people that put Nigerian in their mind, not that they keep Nigeria aside. What I mean is that they like us, they like those people that are in rural areas, and they can give their best knowledge and their best to see that. Even though if you can go and if you can look at their history background in politics, you can see that they have done their best during their time. most especially
They did their best, like you said, but was their best good enough? Those are questions. Don't you think it's good to interrogate, to ask questions? They did their best, like you've mentioned, but was their best good enough? Was Alhaji Atiku Abubakar's best as vice president good enough? Was Rotimi Amaechi's best as minister of transportation good enough? Was Nasir El-Rufai's best as governor of Kaduna State good enough for you as a young person?
they have done it a lot, more than what we expected from them. They have done a lot of things during their era, during their time. They have done it, and we are convinced with their work during their time.
Okay, there are issues about allegations of some people that may have issues with law enforcement agency, like in your party, like the former Sokoto State governor and current senator representing Sokoto South, Aminu Tambuwal. I like that you talked to that about some people that have allegations of bordering on financial misappropriation who are members of your party.
Let me tell you something. Ruling party will do it. Will do more than that. Why can't they? At the time they have put an allegation on him, he has come back. He convinced them that he has nothing. He did not do anything during his time. All such kind of thing that is occurring, let me tell you, is just matter of because he is not in that party. That's why, at the moment, if you left their party, they will send you EFCC or something related to that. They will interrogate you on everything because they don't want this Hadaka movement, this ADC movement to continue to go to collect power. That's the reason, cause it's nothing.
All right, so people will ask question, is it fair to a law enforcement officer, because we've seen Yahaya Bello, a former governor of Kogi State, who is a member of the APC, being prosecuted by the same EFCC. Is it now fair that when Aminu Tambuwal is prosecuted with APC members like yourself is saying because he's an APC member?
Yes, because Yahaya Bello, their matter is something different. At the moment, if you see it, if you follow their this thing, you can know that there is something on ground. But I mean, was really careful. I'm telling you that the fact is that he's in ADC. That's why they send him that EFCC just to interrogate him in doing his best in this party. That's the reason.
All right, so I still stay with that. Before we go for a short break, and when we're back, we'll continue the discussion. Please stay with us. I ask you again, as a young person, is it really fair that we have the EFCC who have said they are not an arm of the APC, that are doing their job? They went after somebody who maybe they have the evidence, and because he's not a member of the APC, because he's a member of the ADC, some members of the ADC like yourself is saying that they went after him because he's a member of the ADC. Is it really fair?
Yes, yes, it's fair. Because if you can see, nowadays, if you can see that a lot of coalition that is moving, you will see some challenges or something related to that. It's just for discussion or something related to that. That's the reason cause.
All right, so stay with us, Mr. Umar. Let's go for stay with us, Umar. Let's go for a short break, and when we're back, the conversation continues. What are the plans of your party? We want to interrogate the plans of your party for those in Adamawa State and even all around Nigeria. Thank you so much. And people, let's go for this break. My name, this is Big Talk. push it forward. Every day when I come on the show, I highlight some perspective of issues trending on social media, political issues, as I try to bring the information to you. Let's go check some of the stories that we have for you tonight. All right, so the first story we have says Kitty 2026 PDP restore better life, says governorship aspirant. So a People's Democratic Party governorship aspirant in Ekiti State, Dr. Wole Oluyode, has assured residents of the state of restoration of better and meaningful lives when the party returns to the OK Ayoba government house in 2026. Ekiti 2026 PDP restore better life, says governorship aspirant. All right, let's take another story for you tonight. Ex-minister decries politicians focus on self over citizens. So a former minister of national planning under the President Goodluck Jonathan's administration, Dr. Shamsuddin Usman, has lamented what he described as the collapse of the social contract between the Nigerian state and the people, between Nigerians and the state. All right, so former Minister of National Planning under President Goodluck Jonathan's administration, Dr. Shamsuddin Usman, has lamented what he described as the collapse of the social contract between Nigerians and the state. Another story tonight. INEC urges Nigerians to correct details and replace lost PVCs. So the Independent National Electoral Commission has urged eligible voters to visit designated registration centers for corrections of personal details and replacement of lost or damaged permanent voter card. Remember that INEC registration is going on, so if you've lost your PVC, head over to the next INEC office, or if you need to correct details, get over to the next INEC office and get that correction done so you can vote during the elections. Remember, the general election is coming in 2027, and all Nigerians, as a matter of citizenship, as a matter of patriotism, needs to get in and vote the candidate of their choice. And one of the things, the only tool you can use to vote is your PVC. So you need your PVC. Make sure you get to the INEC office and get your PVC. Let's take another story for you tonight. Over 500,000 Nigerians pre-register as INEC begins voter registration sensitization. So the Independent National Electoral Commission has announced that over 500,000 Nigerians have completed their online pre-registration for the continuous voter registration exercise within just 5 days of its relaunch. I think this is amazing. This is actually a good one. But get out there. If you've not registered, and get ready to use your PVC. Like they say, your PVC is your power. We'll take another story tonight. PDP chief holds prayer for Tinubu in Ogun State. So a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party and convener of the alternative, Otumba Showomi, has again urged country's leaders to shun personal aggrandizement and rather deploy the nation's resources to make life more meaningful for the citizenry. All right, so Showomi is urging Nigerians, please, leaders, don't deploy national resources to make your life meaningful. Please make sure you make life more meaningful for the citizens. We take two more stories tonight before we get back to our conversation with Uma. The People's Democratic Party in Kogi Central Senatorial District has suspended Senator Ahmed Ogumbe over allegations of announcing the collapse of the party's structure in Okwene local government area of the state to the African Democratic Congress ADC. And we're talking with an ADC person. I'm going to come to you, but let's take the last story for tonight. Right, so it happens to be the last story for us tonight. So Usman, back on the conversation. We are seeing PDP suspending its member because the member is claiming to have collapsed the structure of the PDP into the ADC. Like you mentioned, you say the ADC is a party that is built because we have so many persons coming. And I'm telling you that these persons that are coming in from the PDP are coming with the same character they had in the PDP, the same character they had in the APC. What method are you using to sieve members? And you've not told me any method yet. All right, so let's go for a short break, and when we're back, Usman will be on the line to answer the questions we have for you. All right, so welcome back. Usman, let's get to the program and get to the question. PDP suspending its members, and I'm telling you that yes, the ADC is happy to have all of these APC, PDP, Labour Party people coming, but they're coming in with the same attitude, with the same modus of operandi they had in their former party. How are you going to work with that?
Okay, as you asked me, Chris, we are going to see that by God means, if you see any person leave other party and come back to our coalition party, the ADC, you will come with a good mind. You see that a crisis or something that injustice that is occurring on other party, that's why we come here to work together. But also that to see that we succeed all. The issue is that, I'm not into that national level structure. I don't know their structure, but I have confidence that they will try their best to see that they tackle that issue. I know that.
All right, so let's stay with you as a young person leading a lot of young people. What is the motivation? Are you going into politics because you want to be the next millionaire in Adamawa State? Is that why you are leading a movement of young people and you are... Can you hear me? Because you need to hear this question, Uma.
Hello.
All right, so I think Uma, we're trying to get Uma. We're having some technical difficulties. Uma, if you can hear me. All right, so we're still talking with Uma, who is the state coordinator of the Modibo-led movement and also an ADC member in Adamawa State, who's helping us have some sense of discussion about what is actually going on in the state as regards the politics of the ADC in Adamawa, and also looking at how the ADC, the plans it has for Nigerians, have for young people in the states. That's what we're interrogating in this particular session. All right, so we're going to try to see if we can bring Uma back on the line as we try to wrap up the conversation for tonight. Hello, Uma, are you on the line? Okay, so let's go take those stories that we have for you, those trending political stories that we have all around, as we try to bring back Uma on the line. right, so Omar, I asked, what is the motivation for you leading young people? What is motivating you?
The thing that is motivating me, we have one of our political leader, Honorable Modibo Ribado Amantuko, is one of the best politicians in Adamawa State. He is our godfather in politics. He is our leader. He is our structure. He is our everything in politics. At the moment you are a young Nigerian, you are in politics and you have no any godfather in politics, like you are doing, that you are playing on water or something related to that. That's why we as a youth of Nigerian, we must be in a political party that our godfather are in.
All right, so Umar, is it a good thing? Is it a good thing that we have a structure where people look up to some persons and say, we are in politics because we have this person? Is it a good thing? Is it a good thing for our politics?
No, I'm giving you a background. That's why I'm telling you all such kind of the answer for your question. I am on its way. Then you interrupt me on that.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
The answer, most of the times you will see young Nigerians are moving without any work or something related to that. At the moment you join politics, you study and you have knowledge for politics, you can help your parents, you can help a lot of people in that matter. You can get an internet income for such kind of, and you can help a lot of people that you know and those that you didn't know. That's why I have been motivated to enter politics, and you will know by some.
All right, so just to add to that, sorry that it's not a personal question, but Nigerians need to know this. Is that the right motivation that people get into politics as a source of livelihood, or shouldn't politics be about service?
You say?
I said, shouldn't politics just be about service and just service alone?
No, it's not service alone. It's not. You see, as a youth, as a youth, you can bring changes, a lot of different changes. You have a fresh mind, a fresh knowledge, and a fresh mean that you can bring changes that is occurring in this Nigeria.
All right, so okay, so I'm talking about that young people. So what of young people that don't have this privilege, but they have the ideas, but they don't have the privilege of meeting these big men and godfathers in a way? What happens to their political career?
Let them join politics. By God means, Almighty Allah will help them to see that they succeed in their political career. Let them join. Don't let them feel apart or feel they are lonely or something related to that. Let them join and pray hard. By God means they will succeed in their political career.
All right, so let's talk about the place of the youth in Nigeria. In the Nigeria of today, do you think the youth has a place? Is there a place for the average young person like yourself? Do you have a place in Nigeria?
You say?
Do you have a place in the politics of Nigeria? Do we have young people having voices in the politics of Nigeria? Hello, can you hear me? All right, so I think we lost Umar again, as a leader of the Modibo-led group in Adamawa State, an APC member who joined us today in Adamawa to help us make sense about the discussion about accessing the ADC in Adamawa State, opposition politics and what it means, especially for a young person who's leading a group like this. I had a question, the last question I had for you, I don't know if you are back on the call. And Umar, are you back on the call? All right, so I think we lost Umar and we're actually running out of time. This is where we actually get to leave the studio. But before we leave, a lot of things to highlight. Nigeria belongs to all of us, and it shouldn't really matter where you come from. It shouldn't really matter the language you speak. It shouldn't really matter the religion you believe, what you believe and what you do not believe. What matters should be your work ethic, your competence, your dedication, your service to humanity. That is what should make us stand out as a people. And if we want to grow, we must bury ethnicity, all forms of religion, tribalism, and make sure we get the best hands to do the job for us. We need a country where we will be proud of that. We built a country that was not built on sentiments, but we built a country on hard work. We built our country on trust and unity. I know that we can actually do this. Nigerians are great people all over the world. You go around, you're going to see Nigerians doing amazing things, and we can do it back home. Of course, we are doing it back home. We have companies in Nigeria that actually do amazing things. We have politicians in Nigeria that are great people and are doing very well, and we expect that we keep seeing the best in the country. And that's the size of our program for you tonight. Remember that Big Talk comes your way every weekday from Monday to Friday, a program where we highlight political issues in Nigeria and bring solutions to those issues. Tonight on the show, we had Honorable Umar joining us from Adamawa as we looked at the ADC and its programs for Adamawa State as an opposition party. Thank you so much, and that's the size of our show for you tonight. My name is Ubongo Soro in Abuja. I'm saying bye for now.